Dinesh, thanks for joining us this morning. So we're hearing rumors. In fact, we'll put the 4 Republicans up that have already said they're willing to discuss gun laws, likely focused on this bump stock that we've all learned about. Ron Johnson, John Cornyn, John Thune, and Lindsey Graham. What do you make of Republicans talking about working on gun control legislation with Democrats?
Well, normally in political debate, if there was some give and take on both sides, you can arrive at compromise. But that's not what this is about. This goes back to Rahm Emanuel's famous statement, never let a good crisis go to waste. And I think it's very clear that for the Democrats, this is a kind of first step in order to, in a sense, abolish the Second Amendment. So to me, when we look at constitutional rights, the Second Amendment is not less important than the First Amendment. It's not put second because it's secondary. And so this is a kind of attack on our constitutional rights. It's been brewing for a while. And we should not allow the kind of stampede created by a single incident to allow us to buckle. So Republicans can pass sensible gun control regulation on their own if they want to. There's no reason to open the door to the Democratic crusade against the Second Amendment.
So you're saying pretty much don't work with the Democrats on that because they're going to come after your guns. I mean, Nancy Pelosi said that. It's a slippery slope. And so what?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we look at the Second Amendment, some people say, well, gee, it's there for hunting and so on. No, I mean, it's actually there to protect us against government tyranny. In other countries like Venezuela, where the government used these kinds of incidents in order to confiscate people's guns, what happened is that the only people who had the guns were the government, was the state, and they're now able to turn those guns against Venezuelan citizens. So I think we should take a cautionary lesson from that and realize that our Second Amendment rights are critical to the preservation of our basic liberties.
But Dinesh, just you saying that means the left will say, well, you're in favor of dead people. I mean, you're a heartless follower of the NRA. They use emotion so powerfully.
Well, I mean, first of all, the Second Amendment, like the First Amendment, it's not that these are amendments that have no exceptions at all. You can't shout fire in a crowded theater, for example, but notice how carefully limited that is. You can shout fire in public, just not in a crowded theater. So only when there is imminent danger. Now, there's no imminent danger right now. Basically, what we need to do is complete this investigation. To me, the more interesting question are the motives of this shooter. I mean, imagine if this shooter had shot up a gay rights rally, there wouldn't be any shortage of speculation about what was motivating him. But because he shot up a country concert, suddenly everyone is really baffled about his motives.
Interesting. Dinesh D'Souza, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it.